Hey guys, Nary here from Drakewing Gaming. Something to me on Twitter, the Gaming Dragon. Guys, happy Thanksgiving. Hope you all are enjoying a wonderful day. Please sit back and enjoy all the content I'm bringing to you today. Today I've got Sileo, Tales of a New Dawn, among other things that are going up. But anyway, guys, please sit back and enjoy for the next 18 minutes while I entertain you. Let's jump right in. Feast on that turkey leg while you sit back and enjoy some content from Drakewing Gaming. But anyway, here we go. Alright, Alarm Chain, you're up. Let's do it. Okay. Please do not worry. Spencer's situation is both complex and delicate. I do not wish to keep secrets from the two of you, but this is something that I am not at liberty to share. But at the very least, please accept my assurances that Spencer is no enemy of myself, nor the two of you. I would other beg the two of you to leave it be. The greater distance you keep from Spencer, the better off you both are. Please, trust me on this. Alright, but if there's a problem or anything, we'd like to know, okay? Of course. I would not dream of keeping secrets from the two of you unless I felt I had to. You are just better off in blissful ignorance on this matter. It is a can of worms you do not wish to open. not one that endangers any of us. That alone I can assure you. Fine, we'll leave it be. What if he comes in again, like he did tonight? Offer him your finest service. He'll most likely be looking for me, so be sure to notify me on his arrival. Gotcha! Well, thank you both for your hard work today. Please be safe on your journey home. We will. The two made their departure from the premises, leaving me on my lonesome. I reflected on my words, that I would not dream of keeping secrets from them unless I felt I had to. Was I making the right choice with Kyrex? Was Diego truly better off not knowing? After all, his forfeiture of the tournament would undo everything Brian and I had been working towards. Not to mention the likelihood of them both making the finals being rather slim indeed. On one hand, Kyrex's confidence could be his undoing. On the other, Diego has had little time to prepare. Perhaps it would all work out for the best, but I still could not shake the feeling that I was betraying their trust. And with the matter of Spencer joining the fray, I worried the scenario was growing to become somewhat unmanageable. How does one explain such a complicated situation? I can only hope that they would be true to their word. After all, any involvement with Spencer would only bring misfortune. I knew this all too well. The two of us finally arrived back home, kicking off our shoes and collapsing side by side on the couch. So, what do you think? Should we just leave it alone? Ty has made it sound as though it were in our best interests. Maybe heeding his advice would be for the best. True, but still, I can't help but be curious. Nor can I. Maybe you should get that Eric guy to seduce him. Maybe then he'll spill his secrets. Him? He couldn't seduce the frosting off a donut. There's another weird reference. What has gotten into you? Anyway, I feel for Eric when Lucas catches him. I don't. After that stunt he pulled, he deserves whatever's coming his way. I won't be able to get that sight out of my head for weeks. The two of us spent some time chatting that evening, discussing the events of the recent days. The situation between Lucas and Eric seemed to be growing more and more complicated by the day. Is Eric truly just messing with him, as Lucas said? Or did he actually think something like that was going to work? Either way, Eric was no doubt going to get a grilling the next time he worked. Honestly, I'd hoped I'd be called in so I could see it. It was too hilarious to pass up on. As for Spencer, was Ty telling the truth about him? Was he truly nothing to worry about? Perhaps he was right, but the secrecy painted another picture entirely. And something that he said bothered me in particular. You are just better off in blissful ignorance on this matter. It is a can of worms you do not wish to open. Just, what was going on with this guy? Alas, I doubted Ty was going to tell us, and I knew better than to poke my nose further where it wasn't welcome. Our only option was indeed to leave it alone. Perhaps in time we would find out? After a long discussion, both Diego and I retired to our respective rooms. It had been a busy day, and sleep was a most welcome retreat. Day 11. Having completed our usual morning routine, complete with the standard breakfast burgers, Diego had made the potentially unwise decision to seek Axel's considerable swimming expertise. According to Dom, Axel's parents had an entire wall dedicated to certificates and medals Axel had earned throughout the years, the vast majority of which were allegedly for winning school swimming competitions. Of course, the fact that they were from a school caused me to lower my expectations somewhat, but even then, I swam with all the style and grace of an enraged baboon. He was at least better than I was. Diego and I had not long arrived at the river where Axel was waiting for us. Naturally, Dom had tagged along as well. Hey! Good morning. How did you two get here so fast? All you need to do is mention swimming and Axel turns into, what's that cartoon character who's really fast? It's a bird, isn't it? Big Bird. Somehow, I don't think that's it. Come on, stop wasting time. There's training to be done. You heard the man. Let's get wet. All right, let's get moist, lads. Oh, God. You disgust me. Yeesh, I wasn't expecting it to be so cold. Well, it is early fall. No pain, no gain, Mr. Diego. I want 100 laps. 100 laps of what, exactly? Sorry about Axel. He gets all fired up when he gets to swim. Huh? Oh, sorry. Anyway, do you think you can make it to that bridge and back? You'll be going against the current, so it'll be a good exercise. Oh, yeah? I reckon I can do that. You too, Brian. Huh? Me? Yeah, if you've been eating like Diego, I bet you could use it. How rude. I'll have you know I've been cutting back. That's true. He only ate one breakfast burger this morning, and he made better choices at the buffet yesterday, too. Diego grumbled something under his breath about not having a choice. Well then, Brian, you heard the boss. How about we make this interesting? I'm listening. Loser has to do this morning's dishes. You're on! Ready? 3, 2, 1, go! As Axel had predicted, swimming against the current was nothing short of exhausting. Despite that, I won, and by a considerable margin at that. Dude, no fair. You didn't tell me you could swim. I can't. You mean to tell me... Diego, your form sucks. Axel, chill. Oh, I mean, keep swimming like that and you'll win something, I guess? That's really not much of an improvement. Sheesh, tough crowd, huh? I've never seen Axel so ruthless. Still, that was good exercise. Shall we go get lunch? Are you mad? We just got here. Gotta keep my energy levels up. What was that rule about eating and swimming again? Was it 30 minutes? Huh. Rules are made to be broken. Besides... Huh? Shark! I turned to face the direction Diego was facing, and indeed there was a fin cutting through the water towards us at alarming speed. Oh! We should get out, quick! I don't think we have anything to worry about. Huh? Why? Let's see, we're miles from the ocean. This isn't salt water, and unless sharks have learned to swim up waterfalls, there's no realistic way that could be a shark. So you're just going to stand there and risk being eaten? Nobody's being eaten today. The fin moved closer and closer before it began circling us. That's awfully shark-like behavior. Dom waited until the shark was close to him before launching a swift punch into the water. The fin stopped dead in its tracks and emerged from the water. Oh my! Hey, Vox dude, what's like the big idea? Dom looked decidedly smug, then turned to face Diego and Axel, delivering a shrug which could only have meant, I told you so. Diego merely watched on from the shore, eager to see how the shark would respond to Dom's newfound aggression. Axel, on the other hand, looked somewhat surprised. I should ask you the same thing. What were you doing, trying to scare us? The opportunity was like too good to oh god, oh okay. This opportunity was like too good to pass up, man. One day you're going to get a whole lot worse than a punch in the face. Man, you're like no fun at all, dude. Total bummer, man. Russell, is that you? Hey, Axe! I spotted those cute spots of yours from a mile off. Guys, this is Russell. We went to school together and we're in the swimming club together. These are my friends, Dom, Diego, and Brian. Russell held his hand out to each of us. Diego and I shook it without hesitation. Dom, however, was clearly a little sour about the whole thing, but begrudgingly followed suit. It's good to meet you, my dudes. Sorry about the little practical joke. Ha! Thought you were gonna eat us there for a second. That's super tempting and all, but I've only got, like, sandwiches on the mind. Oh, we have those. Dom, did you pack a spare? Huh? Yeah, but... Russ, you gotta try one of Dom's sandwiches. They're the best. Can we have one, Dom, please? The scowl hadn't left Dom's face since before Russell had arrived. Something told me Dom wasn't a fan. Dom's jealous. I think Dom's jealous. I guess that's fine. We ain't gonna eat them in the water, though. That's like totally the best place to eat a sandwich. So, Axe, still swimming, I see. Oh, it's actually been a while. I'm here helping Diego train. He's fighting the combat tournament. Oh, man, like, I knew I recognized your name from somewhere, dude. Huh? What do you mean? You're my opponent in the heats. What? You? Totally, dude. Oh, man, you look pretty strong, too. You're fighting Russ? Yep, I'm new in town, so, like, I'm getting into activities. A combat tournament seems like an interesting choice. You gotta start somewhere. I've been training hard, but, like, I don't know what I'm doing, man. Oh, don't worry. I'm sure you'll kick some ass. Hey! I mean... Axel's eyes darted back and forth between the two, no longer certain who he should be rooting for. Sandwiches! Let's have lunch! It was almost as if Axel had been learning from my own rulebook. Food, after all, was a terrific distraction for those that way inclined, and it seemed like Russell was no exception to this. Whoa, dude, these are like incredible, man! Russell turned to Dom, who was standing off to the side with the same grumpy expression he'd been wearing for a good while. Did you make these? Huh? Oh, yeah, they're Axel's favorites. Dude, I think they're like mine, too. Thanks. Oh, there you go. Oh, Axe, you totally changed your number on me, man. You have to hit me up with your new one. Oh, I guess I did, huh? Sorry, let's do that. We've got loads to catch up on. Totally, man. It's been years. Oh, hey, dude, what's your name? Diego, right? Huh? You're here training with Axe, right? Axe and I are old swimming buddies, so maybe I can help out. Would you really want to help train your opponent? Yeah, dude, it's cool. I ain't into, like, hard feelings and bad vibes, you know. Planning to charm me into not hitting you so hard? I wouldn't dream of it, my dude, but we could always race to the bridge and back. What do you say? Oh, shit, again? Axe, you in for a race, little man? Yeah, let's do it! Russell and Axel made a beeline for the water, with Diego somewhat reluctantly trailing behind. Despite the compliment about his food, Dom still seemed overly sour about the whole thing. Hey, Dom, you okay? Huh? Oh, yeah, I'm fine. I don't know. There's something I just don't like about that guy. I mulled the situation over in my head. Russell, apart from his dramatic entrance, hadn't done anything notable to rub Dom the wrong way. Unless... but be careful, or he might steal Axel away. Yep. Ugh. Best step up your game unless you want a big old shark stealing your boy away. What? What are you talking about? Come on, you've totally got the hots for Axel. You two are basically joined at the hip. We're friends. You sure that's all? Yeah, it's not like... Then you wouldn't mind if Axel found himself a nice shark to date then. Dude, don't even joke about it. Oh, so you would mind. How bizarre. Grrr. If anything, my comments had seemed to make him grumpier. He's playing coy, but I felt as though my assumption was correct nonetheless. Maybe you should go and join their race. Top prize might just be a cute little cheetah. I hate you. To my surprise, Dom took the final bite of his sandwich and followed the others into the water, joining the race. Who knew Dom had such a jealous streak? I felt a little bad for egging him on, but there was clearly feelings on both sides for those two. Perhaps a little push was what they needed. I can't believe it! How did all of you beat me? You did really good, my dude. You're getting your exercise today for sure. Can't believe I only managed to beat Diego. You did pretty well too, Fox Guy. I bet with enough practice you'd be just as good as us. That was fun. We should do this again soon. Well, I suppose I shouldn't say no to exercise. Gotta work hard if I'm gonna do well in this tournament. Now sufficiently dry, Axel picked up a bag of his belongings and put his glasses back on. Russ, we should catch up. Want to come back to my place for a bit? Sounds like a plan, little man. I had fun, guys. See you soon. Thanks for the help, Axel. Catch you later, Axel. Good to meet you, dudes. Good luck in your training, Diego. You too. Axel and Russell began heading off down the pathway in the direction of Axel's apartment, leaving Diego, Dom, and myself standing on the shoreline. Dom looked both frustrated and dejected. It wasn't until Axel turned around and came back. Dom, what are you doing? Huh? We're leaving. Oh, you wanted me to come? Duh, you're my best friend, come on. Right, coming. Is it just me, or is Dom acting kind of weird today? You're oblivious. Huh? What'd I miss? Was his curried egg sandwich off or something? Ah. Silly boys. The two of us made our way home and freshened back up after our swim. We had no plans for the afternoon. I pondered whether or not I should head into town. Maine, okay. Oh, God, sorry about that, guys. Oh, I got some spit stuck in my throat. What the hell? Oh, it went down the wrong pipe. Good lord. Alright. Having arrived home for the afternoon, Diego and I got settled in front of the TV, only for Diego's phone to ring, interrupting our carefully planned laziness. Hello? Oh, hey, Ty, what's up? Huh? You do make a point. I suppose it wouldn't hurt. Alright, I'll be around soon then. Diego hung up the call and returned the phone into his pocket. What did Ty want? He wanted to know if I wanted another training session. But with the heats being so close and all, I take it we're going? I plan to, if there are no objections. None. I'll come too. Alright, let's get a move on then. Diego and I arrived at Ty's, where he greeted us at the door and led us into the basement, as he had done a couple days prior. Good to see you, gentlemen. Ready for some more training? Definitely. Anything I can do to be ready for the fight. I find your motivation most pleasing. Is there anything specific you would like to work on? How about techniques for bigger opponents? That does not seem like a bad idea. Although given my own size, it is not something I particularly specialize in. Nonetheless, I am sure there are a few things I can teach you. Alright, let's go then. Very well. Step into the ring and we shall begin. Diego climbed into the ring as instructed, with Ty taking up his position on the other side. I took a seat on a row of chairs lined up against the wall and watched. The first technique Ty began teaching was a sort of uppercut punch to the jaw. I was curious as to whether such a thing was allowed in the tournament rules. I was sure Ty wouldn't be teaching it if it weren't. It struck me that the specific lesson Diego had requested was likely tailored to his upcoming fight with Russell. It was a good plan, and there was nothing to say his other opponents wouldn't be taller as well. That was good. Naturally, you want to use the opportunity after the first strike to follow up. Get a few hits in before they can respond. Got it. What about tails? Alright guys, I'm gonna pause it right here. Thank you all so much for watching, guys. Have a happy Thanksgiving. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell. Leave a super thanks or a tip if you can, it always helps. Until the next video, I love you all. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye!